Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to look at the other half of these insane EZAs we just got on Global, and we've got Int Cell. Now, I haven't used Int Cell much, but from the little bit that I did, you get this boy transformed and he's looking insane. Like, he's up to par with that Gohan. Like, I was so impressed with what that Gohan looked like transformed. Well, this Cell is just as impressive. Now, I think untransformed Gohan is definitely a lot better, but I'm curious to see how this Cell is going to look. I'm going to try to get him a few turns at least untransformed. His transformation is a lot easier to get right now. We'll talk about that. So let's look at his kit here. So he's in an Android Cell Saga Key 4 in 180 to stats, which is very good. And then Extreme Int gets 130 to stats. Here's the thing that's kind of crazy about Gohan and Cell. They actually work on each other's teams. So Gohan is obviously Android Cell Saga, and this Cell is actually on Kamehameha. You wouldn't think of Cell being a Kamehameha unit, but remember, Cell steals all of the attacks of the people he's gained cells from, and he does do the Kamehameha. So there are actually a few cells that are on the Kamehameha category. So even though we think of that as a super class category, you can run Cell on there. And what you could potentially do is, if you ran Gohan as the lead, you could bring this Cell as just like a floater, and if you go under 40% when this Cell happens to be floating, you'll just get a free heal. It might be worth running this guy. Like, he could actually be a decent floater. Now, he's not going to link well, he's not going to support, but I could see you possibly just bringing this guy because, one, his healing is so good, and transformed, even without good links, he's still going to do very insane things. So I could see you running Cell and Gohan together, and then this Cell fulfills Gohan's requirement to need to transform. So this is yet another android we can add to the list of good androids you could put on a Gohan team to get the Gohan transformation, right? And I don't think a lot of people talk about this guy as a possible floater on Gohan's team, but I actually think you could do that and it'd be fine. You don't have to feature this guy in rotation. Now, obviously, in the showcase, that's what we're going to do, right? So his super attack effect, his 12 key is raises defense for 1 turn, colossal damage lowers defense, 18 key greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes mega colossal lowers attack. So this is where Gohan is just winning huge. Gohan stacks defense on both his 18 and 12. I don't know why they couldn't have given Cell, like, why not let him greatly stack attack on 18 key and then stack defense on 12 key? Or maybe he can just stack attack on both to at least get something stacking. I don't know. It's weird that Gohan gets stacking and Cell doesn't, right? And then the passive, attack and defense 120, raises defense by up to 120. The more HP remaining, the greater the defense boost. Plus an additional 2 key and attack 30 per existing enemy. So if there's more enemies, he gets a buff. So I'm going to showcase a stage where we will have a phase with multiple enemies. If this Cell is still active, we will see that buff there. But it's just a small, I mean, the key is significant. And an extra 60% attack, actually, yeah, that'll be pretty good against multiple enemies. This guy in like a world tournament setting, not that you would use him because he's not AoE, but like if you had 7 enemies, like he would get so much key. He'd be like auto 24 key supering, and he would get a huge attack buff. So maybe depending on how long this showcase goes, I may try to just go into something where I know there's a lot of enemies and we can just see what that looks like, right? Oh, you know what we could do? I was gonna say that Cyclopean guard fight where there's a bunch of them, but I think that I think you're limited on what you can bring into that. I don't know. We'll think about it. Plus an additional attack and defense 50 while performing a super. He has a high chance to launch an additional super, and then he evolves when conditions are met. His evolve condition is just HP below 40%. There's no other restriction, so you literally can transform with this guy turn 1. I did a run earlier with this guy where literally his first appearance was transformed. So I actually haven't even played with this guy untransformed, but boy, I did a couple turns transformed and he blew me away, right? So let's look at the transformation here. Perfect Cell is a monster. He's equally, to me, he's like as insane as the Gohan. They built him very similar also. So he gets full HP recovery, which is super clutch for difficult content. Randomly changes key spheres to Rainbow. And then he gets Key 6, attack and defense 180. High chance of launching an additional super. Damage reduction of 3% per key sphere obtained. So if you get, say, 10 orbs with this guy, he's going to have 30% damage reduction with a lot of defense. Attack and defense 30 when attacking with 4 or more key spheres. Plus an additional attack and defense 40 with 6 or more key spheres. And an additional attack and defense 50 with 8 or more key spheres. So this guy's a nuker, but not in the traditional sense that you're getting stuff per orb other than the damage reduction. But you just want to hit that magic number 8, and he just gets all of these buffs, right? Plus an additional attack plus 100 and high chance of performing a crit when activating the active skill or when key is 24. And he does have an active skill, which is a Kamehameha, You have to be facing one enemy starting from the 3rd turn after evolution. So this isn't something you're going to see a lot. But here's the thing, with how hard red zone is, like, you can just instantly go below 40% and have this guy like turn 1 or 2, right? And the thing is he doesn't stack in base, so there's no reason to not just want this guy like instantly. So I kind of like what they did with the cell, because there is a huge difference between transforming at 30% and at 40%. And to me, if they made this guy 50%, it would be insane. Like, he would be so easy to get out, but 40's fine, right? He greatly raises attack, causes ultimate damage, and lowers defense. All right, well, needless to say, this cell here, he is going to be at full level 10 links. He's rainbowed. We're running him on Gamma 2's team. He does get the full 200 on Gamma 2's team. And I kind of like this little build I put together. Now, not all of these are like top tier red zone units. Like this guy, you know, little iffy. This guy, if they can't do the absorption, you know, not as great, but when they absorb, they're good. But definitely units where we can take damage potentially, but then still also be competitive. So we may die in this showcase a couple times, but we're going to keep hopping in and see what this guy can do. So I am in the Gamma 1 and 2 red zone. I like this fight because if we get to the 3rd phase without transforming, we will have 2 enemies and we can kind of see what the buff looks like there. So starter turn defense is 241. Not the craziest, but he does get defense on super, right? He's going to get 50% on super. And then he gets another defense bump on his 12 key. So his defense will be okay, but he's not like, oh my god, crazy. Because Gohan's got guard and stacking defense, which is crazy. So this cell, to me, like untransformed, I don't think is that crazy. But here, well, let's get an 18 key with them. I'm just going to try no items here. We've got type advantage. Now, the Gammas are going to be iffy here. But the Gammas, depending on what type of super attack this is, they could nullify. But they, wow, okay, so 43k on a normal. Alright, so cell attacking at 7 mil. So to me, that's very similar to like what the untransformed Gohan's doing. Now keep in mind though, this cell is not linked up well at all. We are only getting Fierce Battle. When we get him properly linked, he's going to have big bad bosses and he's going to be looking a lot better, right? So let's see what happens. I mean, hopefully it just works out nice that we can get the transformation. If it happens soon, like, that's fine, I'll take it. But I would like to see maybe at least another turn or 2 with him untransformed. But once again, we're in one of the newer red zones, so it's not like a legendary Vegeta event where we can play around. I kind of have to take it seriously, right? All right, we'll see. If Gamma 2 gets super, we could be in trouble here. We'll see. Okay, 585. Yeah, we're in trouble. That's okay. Let's just hop in again. It's fine. Well, let's hop in again. I could have used the Whis there, but it's kind of like a balancing act, right? So let me see. I got my team build right here. Well, let's hop in again. I don't think we have limited attempts. They might have changed that on global. We'll see. So where are we at? Okay, so we still have Cell in slot 1. Actually, it's very similar to my last setup, where I've got Cell in slot 1 and I've got the good Cell rotating on, right? And now we've got androids here. So actually, we can do this and we can float Gamma 2. And I think we're going to be a lot better here because we got type advantage all the way around. 270k defense now because we got more support. So that's fine. All right, perfect. We'll try this turn and see if this turn works any better. I would like to try this without items again. I think Gamma 2, didn't have a chance to build up very much. Took a big fat super. I mean, these Gammas hit hard. Like, here comes another one. What's Cell going to take? He hasn't gotten a chance to... Okay, 273. That's because we're guarding. But here's the thing. We're already almost the 40%. So what could possibly happen is on the next turn, if I use just a singular Whis and somebody gets supered, we'll probably be right in that sweet spot. So I think that's what I'm going to do is I might just Whis next turn and see what happens. I mean, who knows? We could still take... Like, if these guys take damage on normals, we might just get under 40%. And then what I could do is I could just double Whis the next turn to make sure we survive and then get the bad boy out, right? All right, no, we're not. We're taking double digits. Okay. And I don't think this Gamma can multi-super. The thing with the Gamma 1 and 2 is they can be debuffed, right? So they hit really hard, but you could, like, seal. I don't remember exactly what, but you can seal and or stun one or both of these Gamma 1 and 2s. So they can be debuffed to some extent. All right, now we're just going crazy here. All right, let's see. We'll see what next turn looks like, but I probably will Whis and just see where our health takes us. The thing that is tough about this is that, like, red zone fights typically one-shot you, which we saw in the last one, right? As we're getting more and more powerful defense, though, it does seem more like, yeah, we take 400k, that's fine, like, we're getting into thresholds. All right, so we just one-turn that Gamma 2, okay. Here comes Gamma 1. Yeah, I did turn my animations on to once per day. It's nice to actually see these once in a while, right? Alright, so we've got a really sick Gamma rotation here. What's our defense like? Yeah, I mean, in that cell on the end could just get one shot. So sure, we're going to use a Whis. I think even with a Whis, like that second form cell could get one shot. So I'm actually going to get orbs and heal here. That's fine. And we'll just see what we take. I just hope that whatever happens, we kind of get in the sweet spot. Alright, see what happens. I think any of these units would take damage on a super. Now, Gamma 1, if he gets hit a bunch, then he probably won't take damage on a super. But he is guarding, which is good. Dude, these Gammas are still insane. They're two of the best Dokkan Fests in the game still. Alright, we need somebody to get supered here. Which, it's okay if we don't. Alright, we are getting supered here. How much will Gamma 1 take? I mean, he might not take anything because of the Whis. Yeah. Alright, now I don't think he can super more than once, so we're definitely going to be clear on this turn. So we'll just get another turn of normal cell. And then see where we're at. But I'm just hoping at some point we can get that nice 40% threshold, right? I mean, these Gammas are strong enough now, and I did heal up a little bit, that I might, the next time this rotation comes up, I might just be fine not using an item, right? See what happens. I do want to do some more, like, just runs with Gohan and Cell, and what I'm debating is if I want to do them separate, or, like, do some showcases with them on the same team, because I do think they can work on the same team. Alright, double digits. Okay, so we're good. Alright, so here's our first, like, properly linked rotation, right? And actually, Physical Cell with type advantage, he might be in a good spot where if he got supered, would put us under 40%. I might try that, actually. Let's just try no items here. I feel like I'm risking it because of the androids. Let's just see what happens. We'll get some healing here. What is Cell at? Yeah, 350k defense now that we're properly linked. And with the amount of defense he gets on Super, he's definitely looking a lot better now. Alright, we'll try no items and just see what happens here. If this Cell gets supered right away, that actually could be good. He did not. Okay, 7 mil for this physical EZA Cell. And he is his best linking partner, by the way, at 6 links, and we're getting legendary power, big bad bosses, all that good stuff. Alright, and then 11 mil. So, actually, pre-transform, this Cell's hitting a bit harder than Gohan, and I think it is because of the link set. So I guess that's kind of the trade-off, is this Cell's a little bit more offensive pre-transform, and Gohan's just way more defensive. But Gohan still hit like 8 mil pre-transform, like he's pretty dang good. Let's see what happens here to Zero and 19. Maybe they'll finish this phase off. Okay, they did. Alright, so I'll have to decide what I want to do here on this next, because now we got Gamma 1 and 2, so we are at risk of multiple supers coming at us. Gamma 2 and slot 1, I don't like that. So we probably will keep Gamma. I'm going to try no items here, because I feel like the Gammas are defensive enough. Oh yeah, 500k. I think we need to not have a Whis and then have maybe multiple supers happen here, right? I mean, and Gamma 2 could take something type disadvantage, which would really sting. So we full healed, which is fine. I'm going to try to split my attacks up so that I hopefully don't just, like, kill one of these. I want to have them both alive to see what Cell's looking like with the multiple enemies. Alright, supered right away. But this Gamma 1's pretty defensive. What are we going to take here? And this is type neutral. Give me some damage. Oh, not much damage. Gamma 1's a goat. Gamma 2 could get him type disadvantage. Well, no, he's guarding. That's right, he has guard. So, yeah, Gamma 1 is just a wall. I could have put Gamma 2 in slot 1, I suppose, but then I'm at risk of taking way too much damage. That's the hard thing, is like, if you're... The thing with this Cell, like, it's hard to, like, go in and, like, intentionally try to get it. It's one of those things that you just do hard content, and you're just naturally going to get it. And sometimes you will, and sometimes you won't. And that's just how you kind of have to live with the Cell, right? Like, and I feel like in fights, if you get the transformation, it's going to be a pretty easy W. If you don't get it, you may or may not win the fight. It's just how it's going to go. But we're going to go all the way through here and see what happens. All right, yeah, another double-digit shot. 10 mil. Now the Gammas are just going to take over the showcase is what's going to happen. That's fine. I'm just hoping we can keep one of these guys alive, which they're pretty tanky. This Gamma 2 could go really crazy, though. And I did target Gamma 2 at the end, so I know we won't. And he's not being linked, so he won't do much damage at all. All right, chill. This 11 mil type advantage better not finish him off. Gamma 2 is just crazy. He just does not stop attacking. Stop. And another. Alright, I guess we're only going to get one enemy because Gamma 2 decided to just go insane. Ah, I should have targeted Gamma 2 with this one also. Look at, just insane. Gamma 2 is like, I'm just going to take over this fight. He's like, hold my beer. I'm just going to finish this guy off. We're not going to see Cell with multiple enemies. No, we're not going to do that. Oh, you know what? What I might do is we could hop into the Bojack fight, because I know that's got to phase very early on with multiple enemies. We just have to hope. The thing with that is we'd have to hope that Cell ends up on rotation, but I could go into there with like Cell as the leader. We could just see like multiple Cells. That's maybe what we'll do. It'd only be a 180 leader skill, but that's fine. Or no, I could go into the Bojack fight with this team setup, and I just have to target the invincible Bojack. That's all I got to do until I get the right setup. I think that's maybe a good play. I mean, I'm hoping to get Cell's transformation, but I think it's impossible at this point because Gamma 2 is just insane. Gamma 2, the more I use Gamma 2, like I kind of like him more than Gamma 1 sometimes. Like, he's just so insane. Alright, well, I'm going to just leave Physical Cell in super harm's way here. I'm going to let him go crazy and get some orbs, though. The thing is even if we get under 40%, I don't know what we could do. Yeah, 388k defense, actually pretty good. I actually am not minding what I'm seeing out of this pre-transformed Cell. He actually is... Oh, wow, wait, 400k from a normal? Did I see that right, or was that 40k? Was that 400k from a normal? That can't be right. Hold up. That was 400k from a normal... What the heck? How hard... Okay, that is how ridiculous the Gammas are, that they were taking double digits from supers, and then Physical Cell takes 400k normals. Are you kidding me with this fight? Okay, let's hop into something else. Let's go into the... I want to go into Cooler, and we got to get the big bad boy Cell in this video, right? Let's go into Cooler, and I think Metal Cooler... I think this is the one that has the robot at the beginning that hits like super hard right away. Let's just try to get like a turn one, int Cell if we can. We're still going to do this goated team, but like early on before they build up, we can take damage. All right, we're just going to keep grinding red zone until we get the... Yeah, we got the robots. Unfortunately, Cell's in slot 1. We would want him in rotation too, but let's just see how he handles it here. And what, he's type disadvantage here. He would just get eaten alive, I think. Sure, we'll put STR Cell. Let's just see what kind of damage we take. Because here's the thing. Even if I can squeak by just barely alive on this turn, I'll just double Whis on the next turn. We'll just do some experimenting. Alright, 50k normals. We'll take those. I don't know. This Cell taking a super might be okay. Because he's type advantage. He is type advantage. Let's see. Okay, double digits now. No super. Alright. I mean, we could get int Cell supered and kind of see what he's looking like. Alright, 5.8. Yeah, it's kind of a difference when he gets that great attack raise and has support. Alright, what's int Cell? This is a good test. Pre-transform, what do you take here? Ooh, type disadvantage 357. Okay. This is perfect. We're getting our boy Cell, because here's what's going to happen. I am going to double Whis to ensure that we live. And then, yeah, I want to float Physical Cell, so I just have to not heal here. So we're going to double Whis, which should pretty much guarantee we don't take damage here. And then and then we can just let int Cell just tear through, right? Sure, we can get supers with the Gammas. I don't mind that to get them built up, because now we've got the HP, right? All right, yeah, this is perfect. All right, we're at 21, 22% health here. We should be good. All right, now I think we're really good. I mean, I still was a little nervous with the double Whis that, before super, that this Cyclopean Guard would hit us that hard, but I think we're okay here now. We are totally good. All right, and here's the thing, it's not an active skill, so Cell is just gonna show up, full heal us, and become a god, is what's gonna happen. And then we're just gonna let him tear the rest of this fight to shreds. That is the plan. Once these Gamma 2s, attack 500 times, because that's what they do. We won't be optimally linked, but we will still have big bad bosses and being linked with a support unit. I mean, he's going to look pretty good. He's going to be looking good. And then this Physical Cell, I eventually want to get him over. But yeah, it's kind of sad how quick this Physical Cell aged out. He just easy 8 at the wrong time, because he's exactly the partner we need for int Cell. Yeah, this better be yeah, okay. I don't know why. I still get nervous just because they hit so hard. But yeah, we had 80% damage reduction, so we really shouldn't be taking anything. But we just saw this physical cell just turn into a wet noodle in that last fight. Like, yikes. And here's the problem. AGL Cell's a great linking partner, but it takes him forever to get to the final phase. All right, let's see. Here's our boy, Int Cell. So you can see, you can just walk into a hard red zone and then like instantly get this guy, right? All right. Now, the problem is we need to get 8 orbs, like big time. So let's do this. I don't know if it's going to line up to get us 8. It's not. Let me check the thresholds again. We can get 5. Let's see. 4 or more and 6 or more. All right, so we're going to be missing out. Let me see. Oh, we're missing out on a lot of stats, so this is going to be a much weaker version. So yeah, we can't. And I didn't bring orb. I mean, you can only bring 1 item here, right? So like, yeah, we're kind of stuck. We just have to go with what we get. All right, I guess let's grab the 5 orbs. And then I need to try to like intentionally leave orbs up next turn, provided I get. I mean, 0 and 19 could get us killed, but I think Cell is going to wipe out the Cyclopean Guard. He has type disadvantage though. Let's see what STR Cell does here. And then the next time this guy comes up, okay, oh yeah, he's got. All right, we're not even going to get to see him attack. That's okay though. We've got the gammas. I just hope we don't die. We don't have any items, right? We just have to pray that we don't die in this next turn. This is the bad part. I finally got him, and now we could just die. Because here's the thing. Gamma 1 is not built up, but he is guarding. All right, and I'm going to try to be conscious to leave big groups of orbs here. And we just pray that we don't die. Now, these guys have nullifications, right? Nullification? I don't think it is. Oh, of course, right before he's not built up. We're going to die. 313, okay. Because of the guard saved us. Okay, thank goodness. Jeez. Of course he has supers like right away. But we could showcase something really cool that we showcased with Gohan. Is if there's a lot of int orbs that end up showing up, we could actually heal quite a bit with this Cell, right? I'm probably going to have to put Cell in slot 1. Now remember, we're going to get damage reduction per orb. So hopefully the orb changing does us well. And we get a really nice big fat pot of orbs here for Cell. Now that we've already been supered, I'm trying to remember. I think this cooler can multi-super. I don't know. I think we're going to be okay. These Gamma 2s are pretty dang built up at this point. The Gammas are just crazy. Okay, yeah, 11 mil here. Jeez, Gamma 2. Gamma 2 just taking over the showcase, man. I feel bad because there's a lot of people that miss the Gammas, and then I've done so many showcases with them and team builds that involve the Gammas. You're like, oh, I wish I got the Gammas. I know, I think you gotta wait till anniversary. I'm pretty sure they were on the anniversary banners. That's how long you're gonna have to wait, unfortunately. I'm anxious to Rainbow Gamma 1. My Gamma 2, I got super lucky and just rainbowed him flat out. That honestly was low-key one of the better banners of the year, because it was Gamma 1 and 2 on the same banner. Like 2 brand new Dokkan Fests on the same banner. I think that's only the second time in the game's history they've ever done that. I just feel like there's so much value there just because the 2 Gammas on the same... Are the Gammas just gonna kill Cooler? Like, they better not just kill this Cooler. Are you kidding me? Gamma 2, chill. Chill, Gamma 2. Will you just stop? Can I just get a pause button on you? Alright. Oh my goodness. Alright, so Int Cell's for sure going in slot 1. We get to see the Kamehameha. Let's do it. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to pop the Kamehameha. Okay, 5 mil, sure. Alright, oh, 7. I need 8. Alright, I guess we're going to see him with 7. Okay. 7 orbs. And then we're probably going to die here. Unless Cell kills him, we're probably going to die. So this will be our attack stat, but I will tell you what I've seen here. Okay. What do we got? 23 million. 23 million. This is like jaw-dropping. Look at the damage, and he's probably got an additional coming. Oh, not a super. Dang it. And that was his hidden potential, because he had a high chance to do a super. All right, what's he going to take after super? 200k still, but he had damage reduction. Oh, we're living by a thread here, but yeah, we're going to die, because I don't think Physical Cell, unless he double crits, I think Cooler will actually live this, and then he's going to kill us on a normal, because we saw that this cell cannot take damage. Oh, is it a crit? Ah, Sliver and we're dead. Oh no, we lived, and then STR Cell's gonna win. So we barely squeaked out the victory, but there you go. That's just a hint of what this cell can do. 23 million attack stat, and then he has the potential to do all those additional, like he could triple super, and his additional supers like Gohan, where they're like 16, 17 mil additionals. Absolutely insane. So let me know what you think of this Int Cell. I think he's fantastic. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.